and welcome to the Seeking Harmony channel. Here we are all about healing, spirituality, and mental health. Today's topic is how to set boundaries, and I recommend you to watch before this video about self-compassion. I put the link on description, and yeah, let's start. So, what's very important is to know yourself, listen yourself. What feels good, what doesn't feel good. You can't know your boundary. Like it's difficult to know your boundaries if you don't know what they are. You can't you yeah, it's you know yourself, know what is good for you, and it doesn't need to be that all the time are the same boundaries. It can be boundaries can they depend on situation, moment, people, this kind of stuff. So the second thing is a little bit difficult, but it's very important. So learn to communicate about your boundaries. Best way, in my experience, to communicate about boundaries is that be kind but assertive. Be kind but strict. Like that way you can make people respect you while also getting the message through. If you are being angry, people might have difficulties to understand and hear you. But also if you're very passive or you are not like very straightforward, there might be misunderstandings and it's difficult. Also, why it's important to learn to communicate is that way you take accountability of your own actions, your own boundaries. Accountability, it's very important thing if you want to, like, to me, to be like it's one very important thing if you want to be mature and if you want to be stable. Take accountability. It's not easy, but it's worth it. It takes practice, but take accountability by communicating about your boundaries. Also, it's your responsibility. I'm not victim blaming. It's your responsibility. At least let people know your boundaries. Sometimes people break your boundaries, and then it's sometimes people break your autonomy, and you can't always control situations. But it's your responsibility to let people know what is okay and what is not okay for you. You can't. People have different worldviews, different experience, different like everything. So you can't expect other person to be able to, so to say, read your mind. So it's very important. First step, how to set boundaries. Second step, I mean, is to learn to communicate, learn to say no. And then, if despite of you being clear and being like, hey, like you don't even need to explain yourself. You don't need to be like, I don't like this because that and that. You can't say like, I don't like this because this makes me feel that way. You have right on your own emotions. You don't need to explain yourself too much. Just communicate, be open and clear. Take accountability. So if people, despite of you being clear with your like boundaries, if they are disrespecting you, just go away. Get away from the situation. Like don't don't surround yourself with people who can't respect you. Like it's not good. Yeah, it's very important. Just don't hang out with people who are not good for you. Also, so that's how you put boundaries. But another side of this is that it's also important to respect other people's boundaries, and if person is choosing to do whatever they choose to do, and if it doesn't have harm to other people, don't try to control them, don't try to manipulate them. It can be difficult, especially if the person is doing something harmful to themselves. Also, like if you're worried about somebody, trying to control them and manipulate them doesn't help. You need to, it's difficult. I might make video about this later, but like just generally speaking, let people do what they do as long as it won't hurt other people. And if it's not lined with your lifestyle, with your values, with anything, just learn to agree to disagree. You can respect people even if you don't agree with them. And just move on, like let it be. Yeah. So today we learned how to mm, how to set boundaries and how to respect other people boundaries. And these are difficult things, but just when you do this for a while, you will learn. You will learn it. Yeah. Thank you, and like and subscribe and comment, like if you have tips how to make, if you have any advices how to set boundaries, how you do it, what are your experiences about it. Yeah. Thank you, and see you on the next video.